Hey, it's Sean Vaughn, and you are watching My 40 Plus Life. Happy New Year! It is 2022, and I am thrilled about all of the content that I have been creating just for you. I hope that when it starts rolling around, you will be just as excited as I am. Well, for the very first episode of this new year, I have a very special guest with me. But before I share who my special guest is, today's show is all about us creating and putting into action a bucket list. That's right. So while everybody else is vision boarding, we are going to be bucket listing. Okay? So that's why I thought it would be very nice to have a very special guest to join me. So I would like to introduce to you my hubby, Derek Vaughn. Thank you for joining, babe.
Hey, I'm here. Bucket list, huh? Okay. That's what we call it. Insurance policies and bucket lists.
Oh my gosh. So why don't you tell everybody just a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Derek D. Vaughn. The D is for dynamite. And this is my lovely wife, Sean Vaughn, of almost 20 years. So, you know, if you hang with Sean Vaughn, she got a 40 plus life, your blessings are good.
Oh my God. He's being a clown right now.
Yes.
But since you said that, you do have a very big day coming up this month, don't you?
Yeah, I do have a very big day. The 26th. That's a real big day. That's 20 years of Sean Vaughn.
So this year in 2022, my husband, and this month here in January, we will be celebrating our 20th anniversary.
20 years. Get there or be square.
Oh my gosh. But I will be taking you along as we celebrate that anniversary. Okay, so now with all of that aside, let's jump into this bucket list. Now, I do want to kind of just get your thought on what do you feel a bucket list is?
When I hear bucket list, I think kick the bucket. That's the first thing I think. So that means I'm going to live it to the fullest, because when the bucket is kicked, it's over with.
And so that's kind of right. A lot of times people look at a bucket list as, you know, something that they want to do before they die. And essentially, I guess you can kind of say that's what it is. But the definition of a bucket list is truly making sure that you experience those personal achievements and things that you want to do in your lifetime. So that is what I'm all about. I want to live life to the fullest. I want to make sure that I'm doing those things that I really and truly want to get done in my life before I actually
kick the bucket.
That's right. And I know that the last 2 years have kind of shown us this, but life is very, very, and I won't add the extra very, but it's tending to seem to be very short. And there are so many of us who live in that era of, well, I'm a little fearful of everything that's going on, and so we choose not to live our life to the fullest. And I want to do the opposite. I want to make sure that I am truly accomplishing the things that I want to in this lifetime, making an impact for not only my family, myself, but also for those that I surround myself by. So that is one of the reasons why I actually wanted to do this bucket list. So, babe, I'm glad you are here with me. I have provided a pen and paper for you. I have my handy dandy notebook because we are going to actually write down actual bucket list items that we are going to plan to do.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Cool.
So, I mean, you can think wow, but you want to make sure that this is something that is achievable or attainable, I should say. Okay?
Within a certain amount of time. What's the bucket list? We don't know how much time.
Yeah, we don't know how much time we're going to have. So
start tomorrow.
We just need to make a plan to try to do as many as we want, as we can, before we kick the bucket. Okay. And if
does this maintain? Do we have to maintain a budget, or can we go spend our whole savings account?
Can we go spend it?
Hell no. What are the parameters of this bucket list?
This is a bucket list. Is what we want to do and accomplish and achieve. Okay.
Okay. All
right. So in order to help facilitate this conversation, I have put some prompts into this. Yes, I got a bucket into this bucket because it is a bucket list, right? And we're going to pull, and that's going to help us start the conversation about some of the things that we want to do for our bucket list. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, baby, you can choose first. You don't know what I put in here, right?
I have no.
Okay.
That's the scary part.
All right. And this is just to help start the conversation.
If I see something
And these are good questions that you can actually utilize. So if you want to do your own bucket list, then these are some good questions to start that conversation. Okay.
Oh. What do you want to do?
Okay. So when you look at a bucket list, one of the questions that you want to ask yourself is, what are some of the things that you actually want to do that you have probably limited yourself from doing right now, but now because you're wanting to live life to the fullest, that you will actually try to do. So what are some of those things that you want to do, babe?
I want to visit every state that has a basketball arena. And go to a game.
Visit every state. Write it down.
Okay. I thought you was
No, this is your bucket list.
Okay.
Visit every state with a basketball arena and attend a game. So are you taking into consideration some of the places we've already been, or some of the...
They already off the list, but I want to get to all of them before I die.
So do you know how many that is?
No, I'm just going to look it up. I think it's 2016, maybe. I don't remember. I got to look. But I think we've been to about 4 of them, 5, 6.
Maybe so.
Yeah, so that means we got to do 10 this week and 10 next week, because I don't know. Roll is real. Okay. Let's get there.
So you trying to get to these in 2 weeks. Okay. Hey, I'm down. You know I'm always down to go.
Okay.
But then they're not playing like that in 2 weeks.
Actually, they are. They playing like right now. Oh, we got the fireplace on.
Okay. All right. So one of the things that I want to do is actually renovate my mom's house.
Oh, nice.
With the design that you have already done. Because, you know, she's wanted to expand her house. Now, I'm from Louisiana, from the country, but my mom has a smaller home, and she wants to be able to entertain and have all of her children and grandchildren there at the same time. And so I want to try to make that happen. Now, I don't know if that'll happen just in the near future, but we are starting with
the restroom.
The restroom, right? Because that's one place that she really wanted. So eventually, I would say probably in the next 5 years, I would love to kind of, and I don't know if that's
Corona. 5 years, you got to start next week.
and my mother made 70 this week.
Yeah,
so
you can't be waiting for 5 years. What are you trying to do to your mom?
What? All right, so babe, when you gonna do it?
This is your bucket list.
Why you cry?
Because it's fun.
So actually renovate my mom's
Okay, I
home.
gotta stop.
Okay.
Right.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Is there anything else I would want to do? As a part of what do I want to do? Let's see. You know, I haven't been deep sea fishing for like marlins, so I'd like to do that. That would be cool.
Where?
Florida.
Oh, okay.
Off the Keys somewhere.
Off the Keys.
Off the Keys. Yeah, let's go fishing.
All right. And then another one of my bucket list items, which I believe we're going to actually do next year. So I get to cross that off. We've actually been, I think, crossing off a lot of stuff that we didn't know was on a bucket list, but things that we really wanted to do, and we've been doing it. But I want to take a tour of Europe.
You beat me to that one. You know I was going to say that. But yeah, no, that would be great because I love Rome. I think that's where I want to go. I want to go see the Pantheon and all the cool architecture that goes on there. So that would be hot. In Italy, go to Venice, do a little something.
Milan is one of the places I want to go to.
Wow, you keep saying that.
What's up? Fashion and all of that. That's where I want to go.
So we're going to be broke when this bucket list is over.
Well, no, because you're a millionaire, right? You millionaire status. Okay, now I'll pull the next one, and we kind of probably said maybe a couple of them in there. Hold on. Where do you want to go?
There you go.
That's a question that you should ask yourself. Outside of what do you want to do, where do you actually want to go? And I'm going to tell you guys, out of the what do you want to do, I have more things, but I'm actually putting a lot of those things into practice right now with the show and with my Dreams Unleashed event that you guys, if you follow me on social media, Instagram, you'll see about that event. But now moving into where do you want to go? I've kind of shared like Europe, but is there somewhere else that you want to go?
Somewhere else do I want to go? Egypt.
Really?
Yeah, architecture. Everything in me is architecture.
Okay.
So that's the coolest. Seems like one of the coolest structures. You want to see the pyramids up close. Now, how we get there and getting back, and all the desert stuff. I don't know, but yeah.
Okay, Egypt. Write that down.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are wondering why he's always focused on architecture, if you don't know, he didn't. I asked him to introduce himself, but he didn't say it. But he is the owner of VCS Architects, so he has been designing commercial and residential buildings for how long?
20 years.
20-something years, yeah, for as long as we've been married. Yes, okay, so Egypt. Now, where do I want to go outside of Europe? Oh, Quebec, Canada.
Yes, you would like.
Yes, since you told me that was a good place to go. Anywhere else? We
travel a lot.
We travel a lot, so it's not.
We haven't seen. Would you want to go to Asia?
What part of Asia?
Asia, any part of Asia. There's plenty of parts of Asia. What part would you think you'd want to go to?
I don't know.
The city
it's
part,
not
Tokyo, maybe. That's some good architecture too. They got everything.
Tokyo, Japan. Is that in Japan? No, it's not. It's not an item that I'll put on my bucket list. But if you want to go, I'm riding. Alrighty. So apparently, it's not too many places that we want to go.
I'm always looking at like anything tropical. So what's tropical that we haven't been to? We've been to the Caribbean. We've been, let's see. Nothing just points out to me. So
No.
I think we're good on that.
Okay.
Let's go to the next one. So if we die, I just go to heaven and I've been to the only place I ain't been yet.
Do you want to go there soon?
No.
Okay, next prompt.
Okay, let's see what we got. What do we have here? Who do you want to be?
Now,
Interesting.
that is an interesting question. The reason why I put that in there is because we are so set in who we are right now, but was there a time that we actually wanted to be something else or have something, just be something else? Not in the sense of being somebody else, but be something more than an architect or something more than a nutritionist or, a leadership trainer. Was there anything else that you wanted to be?
Yeah, I wanted to be an NBA basketball player, but that didn't happen. I stopped growing. And I didn't develop the jump shot my son got, so I didn't make it to be an NBA player. But I watch basketball and I want to go and build arenas.
That's a good one.
So there you go. So I still
put that down.
Yeah, I can put that down.
So, even though you couldn't be an NBA basketball player, and your height doesn't have a whole lot to do it, because there was a very famous short basketball player. A couple of them, yes. But maybe Spud
McKenzie. No, Spud Webb.
Spud McKenzie. It's Spud Webb. But maybe, and I've told you this, maybe you can't play in the NBA, but maybe there's an NBA player that you might could just go one-on-one with, and that's a bucket list item, right?
Yeah, so who I want to go one-on-one with if I had a chance to go one-on-one?
Steph Curry. He would kill you.
No, I think I could take Steph Curry. I could take it to the hole one good time. One shining moment.
Really?
I think I could.
Okay.
Even with my bad back.
Steph Curry, if you ever watch this, my husband said that he thinks he could take it to the hole on you, okay?
How tall Steph Curry is?
I don't know, but he's tall.
He's 6'3".
He's 6'3".
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Isaiah should know because he's a
6'3".
Steph Curry fan.
I might just have to shoot a jump on him then. Just a jump.
Okay.
Shoot a jump up there.
Who would I want to be? for me, because growing up, y'all probably have heard this. I always thought I was going to be an entertainer in some sort, whether I was going to be like Whitney Houston or something. But one of my main things is I want to be on a Hallmark Christmas movie.
That's a good one.
And if I can be on an actual Hallmark Christmas movie, I feel like I have the capability to at least do a quick
Short story.
by myself.
With your son filming and directing?
Yes!
I think you should be able to do that.
Including you. You gonna act with me?
I'm just gonna produce the money. I'm a producer.
Hey, I like
I'm behind the scenes.
So that is who I want to be. I want to be an actress on a Hallmark-ish. And it doesn't even have to be Hallmark, because now you got BET, who has put out some good Christmas shows, Lifetime, a lot of places. But I want to do a Christmas movie.
I think you could pull it off.
Yes, that's what I want.
Let's go back to what you said, Whitney Houston, huh? Whitney Houston?
I did. Growing up, I thought I was going to be Whitney Houston. No. Everybody has heard me sing already. But I'm going to tell you, my mama was one of the most supportive people when it came to that. She was like, you can be. Just keep practicing, baby.
Karaoke for life.
Karaoke for life. But I've never sing a Whitney Houston song, which is so funny. I always do Shaka Khan. Okay. And the last prompt for the evening, or for this evening. What achievements would you like to accomplish before you
kick the bucket? Oh, wow. Let's see. I feel like because time is getting short now, realistically, I want to be more involved with the youth. I think I need to, especially minority, and just give them all the skills and experience that I've been able to obtain over these 20 years in architecture, and just be able to get that back to the community. And not only through architecture, but through, funding programs and just going into schools and implementing different training processes just to keep people engaged in architecture itself. Vocational, I think, is important. So that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that I give back. Pretty much. Okay. Yeah, that's a big one for me. And I haven't been the way I should. So.
The way you should. Yeah. You used to.
I did, but then you get consumed, you get busy, and you got to remember that it don't happen unless there's people behind you. So you got to push people forward.
Yes, and I'm mainly like you in the whole giving back aspect. I feel like there are so many achievements that I have accomplished over my years, but what I would love to do and what I kind of started off my life doing is impacting the youth. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know this, but way back in the day, I had a nonprofit organization called Youth Saints in Motion, and we kept the youth involved and active and taught them etiquette and so much. And I just want to kind of do that again. I want to kind of implement some type of event or activity or organization where I can impact the lives of youth. But not only youth, but I am really on this women kick as far as empowering other women and allowing other women to empower me and others. So creating a network of just powerful, forward-thinking women, which is what I've done with Dreams Unleashed. Y'all go check out dreamsunleashed.online. You can see what we have been doing. But that is kind of what I want to do. That would be my greatest achievement, to see that I've made a difference in the lives of youth and women. Right. Well, I think those are some major bucket list items. You think it's just, because I think you only gave like a total of 5. Yeah. You didn't even write your last one down.
What's my last?
Impact youth, pretty much, huh?
No, I want to say, who do you want to be? Was this the last one? What was this?
What achievements, yeah.
Impact the youth. Get a 6-pack.
You know what else you forgot?
Found the youth.
You know what else you forgot?
What?
You always talk about being the rapping architect. I think you truly really want to be a rapper.
I do. So which one is that? Yeah, that's what
Who
this
do you
one.
want to be?
Who do you want to be? Let's go do who you want to be again.
Who do you want to be? Go ahead.
Well, I decided for architects, but I really should have been a rapper because we kind of had the same skill set. We both creative. We both stay up late at night. If I had to be what I want to be outside of that, I didn't make it as an NBA player, so I didn't want to be a rapper.
Spit some bars.
Hey, 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 what you got to say? Devon from Hollywood City.
Keep your day job.
Oh boy!
Oh my goodness! Keep your day job.
Keep my day job. Well, I guess I just stay in architecture. So I like the things that rappers do. I like to be a rapper, but I just don't have the ability to rap. But I have a creative mind like rappers, right?
Mm-hmm. But when a nice beat come on, you always think you can flow. Versus and flow, you might got it, baby. You might have it.
I could battle anybody now. If I'm gonna win, might not be, but I could battle anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one. Bust a flow.
I don't never know how to bust a flow. Yeah, but I sing. I don't rap. Okay, how about this? I'm Sean Vaughn. I'm the best. All the DJs like to.
Edit that shit too. Edit that shit. I don't know where that was going. Cut.
Thank you so much, babe, for joining me today. If you guys knew how hard it was to get this man in front of a camera.
Mm-hmm. Especially we talking about buckets and kicking stuff. I don't do bucket list well. I don't like bucket list well. So.
Why?
That means I got to think about death. I don't want to die.
Death is inevitable.
I want to live forever.
Oh, but you won't.
Why can't live
not
forever?
on this side. Not on this side.
Why can't live forever?
Not on this side. Boy, hush. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all enjoyed this conversation on bucket list. I really believe a bucket list is necessary. I also believe vision boards are necessary, and I won't say vision boards, but the strategic planning of setting goals is very necessary. But bucket lists are too, because again, life is so short. So we need to take every moment, every second, every minute, and enjoy it to the fullest. And if that means setting in place some things that we really want to be around, what we want to do, who we want to be, what we want to achieve, where we want to go, why not do that? Bucket lists will help us to truly explore everything that we want to do in this life. So why not do it?
Why not do it?
What are some of your bucket list items? Please leave me a comment below. And make sure you all are subscribed to my channel and that you click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of these fabulous, and I do mean fabulous, episodes that I have coming up to share with you in 2022, okay? Thank you guys so much. You have been watching my